Now get sense, who invest today go dey live in wealth. Brick by brick, now so e dey grow. No be who rush, now who sabi road. Check the future, no dey slack. Real estate money, no dey go back. Plan am today, make e stand. Tomorrow he go make you cry. If you want win, make you build am well. The mayor of housing go ring the bell. Like no dey spoil, he go always pay. Buy am today, no let them delay. Some dey watch, some dey buy. Who dey reason sharp, now he go fly. Market dey move, time no dey wait. Who go invest, he go celebrate. He no be slow, he no be play. The mayor talk, I'm sure for way. Plan am well, make it last. Generations go talk, he go stand gidigba. The mayor of housing don't ring the bell. I'm not this boy, he go always stay. I am today, don't let them delay. Success no be magic, now who get sense? Who invest today, go dey living well. Brick by brick, now so he dey grow. No be who rush, now who sabi road. Check the future, no dey slack. Real estate money, no dey go back. Plan am today, make it stand. Tomorrow he go make you cry. Chat dey watch, some dey buy. Who dey reason sharp, now him go fly. Market dey move, time no dey wait. Who go invest, he go celebrate. Some dey watch, some dey buy. Who dey reason sharp, now he go fly. Market dey move, time no dey wait. Who go invest, he go celebrate. He no be story, he no be play. He mayor talk, I'm sure for way. Plan am well, make it last. Generations go talk, he go stand gidigba. Baby, he go talk. The mayor of housing don't ring the bell. God, don't ring the bell. I'm not this boy, he go always stay. Always boy, he go always stay. I am today, no let them delay. The mayor of housing don't ring the bell. Land no this boy, he go always pay. I am today, no let them delay. The mayor of housing don't ring the bell. The mayor of housing don't ring the bell. Land no this boy, he go always stay. But I'm today, no let them delay. Success no be magic, now who get sense? Who invest today, go dey live in wealth. Brick by brick, now so he dey grow. No be who rush, now who sabi road. Check the future, no dey slack. Real estate money, no dey go back. Plan am today.
Oh yeah. Yes, you're welcome. I'm wearing t-shirt today. I want to know between can you imagine my song is playing for me? Between t-shirt and shirt, I want to know which is better. But the t-shirt feels more comfortable. You know, it's holiday season, we shouldn't be stressing ourselves. Can't do live, no become stress mayor. Amen. Nobody sent me Christmas chicken. Nobody sent me Christmas rice. With that, may I ask, are we still brethren? You guys are forming that we are family. Hey, mayor, my mayor. I don't see any my mayor chicken. Oh. I beg you, in the interest of making for no loss. Amen. So please, a lot of people have traveled, so we're just 74 people live today. You still need to share so that we can get close to 100. My target is once 100 people are live, I'm good to go. YouTube has a way of humbling you when you are starting, and I'm not bothered about popularity. It will take 3 years for this project to become world class. So in these 3 years, even if it's 100 people every day, I'm good to go. So share. We're 81 now, and if you keep sharing, we'll get to 100. Just a small share when you share. So please, if you are not interested in 2026, you can log off, please. This is not for everybody. This is only for those that are interested in a better 2026. So if you are not interested, just log off. Meanwhile, tell me in the comment section, which do you prefer, the shirt or the t-shirt? Let me see whether a t-shirt go win. Me, I prefer t-shirt. I don't need stress. The shirt looks serious and heavy. So if it's shirt, click shirt, type shirt. If it's t-shirt, type t-shirt. Let me see who will win. Shirt or t-shirt? Shirt or t-shirt? I'm not even seeing. It's like this network is slow. T-shirt, 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 t-shirt. Only one shirt I don't see. Two shirts, t-shirts. All these shirt people, like say when they work for bank. T-shirt half the day I beg. So probably I'll do this t-shirt is a lesser t-shirt. It's looking are you seeing everything? It's a lesser t-shirt, so maybe I'll do Mayor of Housing t-shirts or even the lesser and be rocking it. I not to stress myself. 2026 is not for stress. Amen. It's my year of rest. We are 86. Are we still sharing? Okay, because of how I want to answer questions, especially concerning this important topic, I'm going to rush the presentation so that we'll do the cool, calm, and calculated recap. I even came with my phone today so that I can do a timer. What's the time now? 4 minutes past 6. We are starting this at 5 minutes past 6. So I have a timer on. Once it's 6:30, I'll stop the presentation. So let's go. For those that want, we're 93. Oh, interesting. 7 more people to reach 200. I love you guys for sharing. In the interest of making for no loss, sharing is caring. Let me put it in capital letters. Sharing is caring. Amen. So if you are sharing, you are caring. So keep caring as you are sharing. I am enjoying the care. Amen. So let's go so that we can finish by 6:30. We are 99. One more person to hit 100. Beautiful. I'm loving this. My energy, which is part of what I want to teach us today, is already on. So today's topic is New Year resolution by Gift Ifunanya Obi. She was the person that chose this topic some weeks back before we did how to calculate our house rent and the other one. So the New Year resolution is our topic for today. What is a resolution? Resolution is when you make a resolve. What is a resolve? The one I love most is number 2 and number 1 of the verb and the noun. Number 2, if you check the dictionary, it says to decide firmly on a course of action. To decide firmly on a course of action. The noun, number 1, said firm determination to do something. So resolve is determination. And El Shof, one of my grand posthumous mentor, my posthumous mentor is Jim Rohn. The mentor to Jim Rohn is El Shof. He said nothing will change unless you change. So if you don't change, 2026 is not for you. So what we are here to discuss is not the year 2026. We are here to discuss what you will be in 2026. Because if you remain the same person you are today, tomorrow, you will get the same thing you've got today, tomorrow. So one of the best ways to predict your bank account in 2026 is check your bank account in 2025. If you don't change anything about what you do, you still have the same bank account. Amen? So I rephrase that quote that if you remain the same person you are this year, next year, you will not have a new year. You'll simply be repeating the same old year. So those of you that will not change after this presentation will have a 2025B next year. So please, before we start, there's nothing like New Year resolution. Nothing like that. The only thing there is a new you resolution. So if you are ready for a new you, then let's take this journey together. We are 103 now. Well done, guys. You can continue sharing if you like. You can stop sharing. We'll hit our minimum number. So, and I have bad news for you guys. You will not change in 2026. That's the bad news. Unless a force changes you. So, and that force is you are the force that will force you to change. So, and it is a law. Newton's first law of motion says that a body will continue the way it is, except an external force acts on it. So if it's at rest, it will continue at rest. If it's in motion, it will continue in motion, except an external force. So if it's at rest, it will resist motion. If it's in motion, it will resist stopping, which is constant velocity. If both forces are balanced, nothing will happen. If the force resisting the motion and the force trying to cause the motion are equal, the object will not change. So equilibrium is when that force and resistance are the same. So if your decision to change and your decision to remain the same are equal, you will not change. Except the force for you to change is stronger than the comfort or the force of being the same. Will you change? Change is a very difficult thing because people don't know how to use this force. So today I'm going to teach us the force that will make us change and how to use the force. Jim Rohn was the person that taught me this a long time ago in one of his lectures. Let me check the title of that lecture. I've shared that video a long time. Jim Rohn lecture. I want to get the title of that lecture so you can watch it later. The major key to your better future is you. That's the lecture. It's a very popular old lecture. I'll show us what the lecture looks like. This is the lecture. The major key to your better future is you. It's a 2-hour lecture of Jim Rohn that I advise everybody watching this to go and watch that lecture. In that lecture, he talks about the day that changes your life. And that is the day you employ these 4 forces. The 4 forces are the emotions that will make sure your energy gets in motion, because without energy, the force of energy, you will not change. The first force is the emotion of disgust. Second force is the force of decision. The third force is the force of desire. And the fourth force is the force of resolve. And we're going to quickly run through them because we don't have time today. Disgust. Oh my God, if you don't hate where you are, you will not move. The only thing that will make you stand up and move from where you are is when you are so disgusted, so angry, so tired of the life you have that you want to move. If you are not yet disgusted enough to kill the old life, the new life will not come. But listen and please screenshot this quote. It sounds like cat and cheese and rat, but it has a lot of meaning. The chase of the cat exponentially multiplies the chase of the cheese by the rat than just the chase of the cheese. Rats usually chase cheese. When a rat is pursuing cheese to eat or to be rich, there is a particular speed with which it will pursue it. But if nothing is pursuing the rat, it might pursue the cheese as it likes. If small thing happen to the rat, he say no chase again. But if a cat that wants to eat the rat is pursuing the rat, and the rat is seeing the cat and pursuing the cheese, the speed with which you do pursue the cheese will be higher because of the cat trying to threaten his life. So if what you are running for is not hot enough, terrible enough, threatening enough, annoying enough, disgusting enough, fearful enough for you to pursue what you want to get, you will not pursue what you want to get. You'll be doing smeh. And as long as you remain where you are, the universe will keep dealing with you, because every time you don't pass a lesson, you repeat the class. So in the universe, when you don't get it, you don't forget about it. The universe will keep dealing with you about it. So until you say enough is enough, no more, never again, I'm not ever gonna leave this poor again. Jim Rohn talked about he was so broke that all these small scout girls that sell candy came to his doorstep. And apart from being broke, he lied to the girl that he had already bought candy because he didn't know how to tell her he didn't have money. So when she left, he cried and vowed never to be poor again so that he will have to lie. And then a few years later, 4 years later, he was rich. Another girl selling candy for a Girl Scout met him in front of the bank. He not only bought all her candy, bought all her friends' own. And the girl asked him, "Are you an angel?" That's how sweet achieving your goal is. And that's how painful you must meet your anti-goal. Your anti-goal is the thing you're running away from. If you don't hate poverty enough, you will never be rich. The fuel that fires your goal is your anti-goal. Like me, I hate captivity. I hate captivity. I hate insult. I hate control. I used to be a noisemaker in school, so I hated when people would say, "Don't talk in class, no speaking." That thing used to annoy me so much that I wanted to be free and have nobody control me. And that's the fire that fired out my fire to pursue financial freedom. I've been in debt. I've gone to prison. I've gone to EFCC detention. I've gone through a lot of challenges, but nothing will ever make me not to be financially free, because I hate that captivity. I wanted to join the army. The reason I didn't join the army was I hate obey the last command. I want to be in Abuja. Somebody will tell me to remain in Port Harcourt because I'm posted to Port Harcourt. Who born your papa now? Now you go determine where I go there for this whole wide world. Until you hate what you want to live, you will not get what you want to get. Number 2 is decision. If you don't decide to move, you will never move. If you don't decide to change, you will never change. And decision becomes eminent when not moving becomes more painful than moving. If where you are or not taking a decision becomes more painful than taking a decision, you must take a decision. Even if it means you're dying through the process. Deciding to die, moving out of your comfort zone, more than dying lying down in your comfort zone. If you go to 2 Kings 7, 3 and 4, it talks about 4 lepers. Hunger won't kill these lepers. They say, "Why should we stand here and die doing nothing? Let us enter the camp of the Syrians. If they kill us, we die. If they don't kill us, hunger would have killed us. We know at least we tried." And then when they decided, they not only got a big loot, they also saved the rest of Israel. So decision is, I would rather die trying to do it than lie down, lying to myself and lying down. And life is all a decision. Even not deciding is a decision not to make a decision. When you don't decide, you've decided not to decide. So, not deciding is a decision of indecision. So, and if you see decision, D is undo something. Like if something is cluttered, you declutter it by undoing the cluttering. If something is classified, you declassify it. So scission is an incision or scission, cutting. So decision means uncuttable or uncutting. So when you make a decision, it means you are tying yourself to what you've decided and you are uncutting yourself from what you are determined to do. So until you have that determination, you've not decided. So in 2026, if you don't get angry so much at yourself in 2025 and get disgusted and make a decision to be a new person, you'll be the same old person, and the same old person will get the same old things, whether tax law comes or not, whether economy improves or not, whether US comes or not, whether they are sharing 1 billion naira at the federal government, you still get the same things you got in 2025 if you don't change. Then inside of us, there are two people. They call it the story of the two wolves. There are two wolves living inside of us, the white wolf and the white wolf. The white wolf and the black wolf. The black wolf is everything you do that you don't like. The angry you, the lazy you, the unambitious you, the you that likes bad things, the you that is poor. All the negative parts of you is the black wolf, while the white wolf is all the white part of you, your dreams, your goals, your ambition, your energetic you, your strong you, your powerful you, your ideal you, your celebrated you, everything. And these two wolves lives inside of each and every one of us, and they are fighting. And a child asked the old man, telling them the story of these two wolves, which of these wolves will win inside of me? And the old man, telling the story of the two wolves that live inside of all of us, said, the one you feed the most. So instead of fighting the wolves, choose one of the wolves you feed. If you feed your white wolf, it will win, which is your positive you, your strong you, the new you in 2026, the skilled you, the hardworking you, the money saving you, the investment you, the correct you. But if you feed the negative you, and the best place to feed that black wolf is in your comfort zone. It's too harsh. It's too early to start. There's harmattan, there's dust. I don't want to start today. That's the negative you. So in 2026, your white wolf will win if you feed it. And you are so disgusted at the black wolf that you say, I will never see it again. Number 3 force is the force of desire. How badly do you want change in 2026? If I tell you to jump from this story building where I'm making this presentation, you say it's impossible. But if a lion appears here, me and you will jump it and run to the gate without realizing we jumped it. So desire is the fuel of destiny. If you have it, you can do anything. And the way you know desire is sacrifice. But be careful. There are two kinds of sacrifices. There is the just sacrifice. For instance, so many people want to do anything for money, but they won't do the principal things for money. The principal thing says if you work for money, you earn money, you save part of that money and invest it and compound it, you'll be rich. But the unjust sacrifice says if you do money ritual and you kill someone, to kill someone is a huge sacrifice. Sometimes they ask for your mother or for their mother and their loved ones. To kill all that is a sacrifice, but it's an unjust sacrifice. It will steal your desire. The same thing if you are in school, to read is a sacrifice for your desire to pass exam, but to cheat is also a sacrifice, because if they catch you, you don't leave school. So you have to sacrifice a lot to cheat during exams. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a lot of money to pay a mercenary. Once the sacrifice is unjust, your desire is stolen. Once the sacrifice is just, your desire is proven. Another proof of desire is faith. If you don't have faith in what you desire, then you don't desire it. And faith is having that which you strongly desire, even when you don't have it and you don't know how to get it. I started calling myself the biggest real estate developer in Africa, even when I didn't have it and I didn't know how to get it. That's faith. And remember what Joseph Murphy said: every desire we impress in our subconscious must come to pass. And how you impress it on your subconscious is continuous burning desire that continues today and tomorrow. And that desire will design for you and deliver to you every destination and destiny you want in life. Is designed and delivered by desire. But people don't fail. 80% of New Year's resolutions fail the first 1 month of the resolution. Not because things are difficult, but because people have weak and unwavering desire. When your desire is weak and wavering, it can never get anything. It will kill your dreams and your destiny and your New Year's resolution. If you want your desire to be strong, you need a strong dream around it, because dreams are the fuel of desire. When your dreams fuel your desire, adversities will test your desire. After adversities come and test your desire, discipline will prove your desire. Any desire you don't have discipline for is invalid. So if you can dream, endure adversities, and have the discipline towards your desire, then what you persistently desire, you will inevitably acquire. Napoleon Hill said it in his book, Think and Grow Rich: all achievements, no matter what may be its nature or purpose, must begin with intense burning desire for something definite. So desire is the beginning of change. Finally, no change will happen without resolve. Resolve is the do or die attitude, simply resolving to do what you want to do or die. Martin Luther King put it bluntly. He said, if a man has not discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live. Many people alive today are not fit to live by this blunt definition. Wow. Because they've not found something to die for. So nothing can resist a human will that will stake its own existence on its fulfillment. When your will is so strong that you are willing to die for it, nothing can resist you. So if you are willing to die for the new you, you will get the new you. But if you are not willing to die for the new you, you don't deserve the new you. In the next 3 minutes, I'll tell us the 7 S to a great you. A new you must have new standards. A new you must set new system. A new you must be committed to sustainability. A new you must find a seamlessness of these things. A new you must find a sensibility. A new you must find sequencing. And a new you must enjoy spoils and sweets. These 7 S, standards, your identity, who are you? What do you stand for? Your values. And this is what will determine your success. Your standards are your value, the kind of people around you. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you tolerate or spend the most time with. Your environment, then your future. Those are your standards. System is an acronym for save yourself time energy, money, and stress. How do you set up systems for repeatability, patterns, and holistic thinking? Systems that take care of everything you do. A bad system will beat a good person every time. Why most people fail is that they set up a resolution instead of a system. Number 3, sustainability. The two most important sustainability is a daily routine and a decade, something you do for 10 years. Bruce Lee says, I do not fear the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. So what's the one thing that you start doing in 2026 that will change your life? Number 4, seamlessness of this habit. What are the good habits you already have that if you just add one habit to it, your life will dramatically change? Because the new year is made for man, not man for new year. You are not going to sacrifice everything in your life because you want to change. The best change is small change that serves you. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. You are made. The new year was made for you, not you for the new year. So one good habit can attract 10 more good habits. So sensibility, what you want to change into must make sense to you for you to stick to it. Why do you want to change? If you don't know why you need to change, you will not change. Never. So Frederick Nietzsche puts it this way, that he who has a why to live can bear anyhow. That's my alarm for 6:30. Can bear anyhow. So we'll start rounding up. So you set smart goals. What are smart goals? Your goals must be specific. A goal that you want to be a better person is not a goal. You must be specific. What do you mean by better person? Is it stronger? Is it more skilled? Is it earning more money? You must be specific. And that specificity must be measurable. It must be something you can measure, and it must be something attainable, actionable, and accountable. I can't just wake up and say I want to have a goal of being the president of Nigeria next year. How now? And then it must be a reasonable goal, and it must have a deadline. It must be time bound. Then sequencing means you can't just wake up now. You know, sabi anything, you just set a goal so big and so high that is like jumping up. If you jump up, you come down. You have to set a goal that starts with small, steady steps. You are not doing 100 press-ups now. You can't just wake up and say you start 100 press-ups tomorrow. If you've not gone to the gym for the past 5 years, you can't wake up and say tomorrow I'll start going to the gym and spend 3 hours every day. Who be you now? You have to start with walking, jogging, then running. So whatever it is you are doing, if you have not read for the past 10 years, don't start with reading 1 hour a day. Start with reading 1 page a day. And then as you go, you increase the sequence. Remember my video I did on cowards. To think very big, start very small, and grow very big takes a lot of courage. You're a coward if you want to think big and want to start big. No man is born a man. We're all born babies. So you must start small. And number 7, spoils and sweets. Celebrate your small wins. If you say you're going to do 1 press up every day throughout January and you do it, end of January, go and buy yourself suya. If you don't know where to buy suya, you ask Angela Ella. She will link you up. You buy suya for yourself, buy a drink, and reward yourself. Because whatever you celebrate, you accelerate. And whatever you tolerate, you proliferate. So if you are overwhelmed with everything I've said so far, just remember this. You can set one goal for 2026 and kiss that one goal. What is kiss? Keep it simple and stupid. Let it be so simple and so stupid that even a bunkum will understand and can do it. A simple goal. If your goal is physical fitness, just walking for 30 minutes a day, every day, can be a huge, stupid, and simple way to keep it simple and stupid. And one goal, just set one goal, set it, break it down to what you do every day, and then do that breakdown every day, daily. And that's all. 2026 will never be the same. But why most people don't change is because we tolerate who we are. If you tolerate your 2025, you have another 2025 in 2026. If you tolerate your you in 2025, you have the same you in 2025, in 2026. You need a new you resolution. And that's where my meme of the year comes. Many people want to change, but they can't even create time to do the introspection for change. Many of us are waiting. Tomorrow is work day. Piam, we'll jump into the field again and start doing the same thing we're doing. But sometimes you need to step back in this meme for you to shoot forward. Every year in January, I spend 3 weeks before glory rain where I fast and pray and write my goals for the year and review my goals for last year. 3 weeks, no phone call, no internet, no food, only fruits. This week, I'm supposed to start on the 2nd, but because Alessa has her football finals on the 4th, I'm starting on the 5th, which is Upper Monday. From that 5th till glory rain, to the end of glory rain, you guys will not see me, no live, nothing. So if you cannot take time out to go backwards to plan, forget about 2026. Until your old you is so disgusting to you that you cannot tolerate it anymore, you cannot become the new you. And if you desire the new you strong enough, you decide and resolve never to stop until you become that new you. And a new you will do some new things that will bring new alert, that will bring a new year in 2026. So happy new you in advance, because when you become you, I'll see you in the new year in 2026. Thank you. Yes, we tried today, 6:35. So let's have questions. And please, the questions should be questions on anything. It must not be on New Year resolution alone. But if it's on New Year resolution, better let it be question that really matters to you, not question you want to ask. Because you know that sometimes we pick questions for reward. We are not rewarding questions today. So if you like, ask Harvard question. No reward. Question number 1. Don't be leaving this thank you as the put my meme of the year as the screen. I'll be there. Shade Davis said what?
What is the one thing you can learn to say no to in order to protect your energy and time?
Entertainment. Shade? Scrolling and watching. One of the greatest waste of energy in the world is scrolling and remote. This guy and remote. These are the two greatest energy drainers. You are scrolling from time to time. You can't sleep. You can't rest. You can't do anything useful. I stopped watching season movies in 1920. What year did they do the last season of Jack Bauer? That was the year I stopped watching season. No. I watched Jumong. Jumong should be 2015 or thereabout. Those season movies. I stopped watching them when I discovered the E to E ratio. Where's that book? The Psychology of Selling. Rich people spend 80% of their time on education and 20% on entertainment. Poor people spend 80% on entertainment and 20% or none on education. So my life changed. I stopped watching season movies and I started watching great YouTube videos from great mentors. I've been watching Dan Martell, Alex Omozi. I was just watching Tony Robbins before I came on this live. So the greatest energy waster is scrolling and remote. The third is friends that discuss rubbish. Any friend that doesn't discuss money, my wife will tell you that I don't gist with my friends. The one pastor I gist with is because we're always discussing how to move forward, how to build churches, how to work for God. If not, I don't discuss rubbish. If your gist is not about how to sell property and build property and have value, you are fired. So, 3 things you avoid to build your energy. Number 1, avoid scrolling. You should have a social media time. You go to Facebook by 9 and leave by 10 and set an alarm. And once it's 10, whether you are done or not, you leave it. Number 2, your remote control. Oh boy, come back, Nicholas. Your remote control. Come and ask the second question. Once you can avoid those things, you build your energy. And the greatest builder of energy is motion. If you are not moving, energy does not create. So anything that makes you move creates energy. Number 2 question. Mhm.
What is the one weakness that if not conquered, you disqualify a person from every next level, no matter how gifted they are?
Ease. Najib, the one weakness is ease. Comfort. Your comfort zone is where all your dreams die. So if you want things to be easy, I have a quote that people are not failing because things are difficult. People are failing because they expect things to be easy. If you want the easy life before success, you can never be helped. Even if Tinubu shared 1 billion, your own will finish. You'll still go back to where you are. Ease. If you are looking for the easy life, you don't want to suffer. I love Kung Fu Panda so much because I'm Kung Fu Panda. And I'm the dragon warrior with my fatu. In my mind, I'm fat, like dragon warrior. So, but Master Ugwe said something that one often meets his destiny on the path he takes to avoid it. So one often meets their doom on the path they take to avoid it. So if you are looking for the easy life because you are avoiding the hard life, you will meet the hard life because you are looking for easy life. 3 examples. Example number 1, you don't want to work for money. So you decide, oh, I'm going to marry a rich man. You marry a rich man because you don't know how to work for money or multiply money. You don't train your children in money. You don't know anything about money. God forbid, tomorrow the rich man is no longer there. You and your children will be worse than the poverty you were running away from. Number 2, you don't want to read because reading is hard. You cheat your way through exams. Tomorrow you get an opportunity to work on a scholarship in Harvard, but because say you don't sabi anything, you blow the opportunity and you get disgraced and still meet that disgrace you were avoiding, and that failure you postpone the school. Number 3, you like the easy life, so you decide not to work for money. You want to do hookup and make a lot of money, and they start hooking you up to very rich people. You make a lot of money, and in the form of hookup, you lost your womb, God forbid. You get married tomorrow, all the money you made from hookup, you spend it on doctors and operations, and you lose the money and you still don't get the baby and the good life. So anybody that is looking for ease before success is a weakness that even me cannot help. Question number 3 Abi? Abi? Mm-hmm.
Harry,
Mm-hmm.
how quickly is it advisable for one to accomplish their set resolutions?
There's no quickly. Harry, you're asking me a question that how quickly is it advisable for you to succeed? You can succeed yesterday, Harry, is quick enough. But your question is how long does it take, not how quickly. If you don't know how long it takes, you never succeed in anything. For you to build a habit, it takes 21 days of doing that thing before it becomes second nature to you to remember it. And it takes 1,000 days. 1,000 days is 3.5 years for you to master that thing. So if you're not willing to try for 21 days, like if you start press up today, it will pain you today, to be hard for 21 days before it now start becoming easy. So 21 days is how long it is for you to form the habit that will start the action. For you to be world class in any skill, it takes 3 years to 7 years. So if you don't know how long it takes, you wake up and say, I'm going to be world class in sales this 2026. Who you be now? It takes 10 years of sales and practice to be world class in sales. You be James Bond. It's like a woman waking up 2026 and say, I want to have a baby in 9 weeks. You be Winch. Even Winch don't feel born in 9 weeks. So probably what you wanted to ask is how long it takes, not how quickly. Please, quick success is no success. It's like a baby when they're born. Harry, how long does it, how quickly can a baby become a man? How quickly can a baby become a man? If it's possible, then you can get rich quick or get success quick. Everything has its gestation. Question number 4. Mm-hmm.
What's your competitive advantage?
My own competitive advantage. Innovation and marketing. Innovation and marketing. I always make sure I have an extra innovation that nobody has, and I market better than every other person. Question number 5. Mm-hmm.
How can Africans build genuine and respectful relationship with Chinese people without losing their identity?
The truth about identity loss is confidence. All Africans will lose their identity to anybody, whether Chinese, Americans, anybody, if you are not strongly identified as an African. Those men that identify as women have lost the identity of being a man. That's why somebody can convince them that they're a woman trapped in the body of a man. If you are not standing well where you are, somebody can pull you to where they are or push you down. Africans should be proud of their heritage. Like me, I'm so Igbo thick. That's my Igbo is so thick. Like if you put my Igbo in water, it will turn to Agidi. Like if you like, give me $300 gazillion, I'll still be Igbo thick. And I'll still prefer my African heritage. So that's one, you have to have an identity. Number 2, you have to have determination to succeed. When you are not sure you can succeed as an African, people will convince you to blend. I've seen people convince people to become Muslims because of success. I've seen people convince people to become Christians because of success. I've seen people convince people to become citizens of a country because of success, to make them successful. As I did this Niger here, this is my locality. I'll be successful. I don't need anybody. So it is the strength of identity and your determination to succeed in your identity that will make any race not convince you otherwise. I think I did that in my last two videos also about racial discrimination or disadvantage. You turn it to advantage by succeeding in your race. Question number 6, Abby. Yep.
Favor, what is the best way to set boundaries when a client constantly demands service outside the agreed contract?
Payment. Payment to what's her name? Favor, every client, there are clients that always demand extra. If you have extra to give them, whatever you tolerate, where is that slide? Will proliferate. So you are the one tolerating extra service. Go back to that slide. After this, my meme slide, just go back one. The next slide after it, behind it. You see, whatever you tolerate will proliferate. Proliferation is multiplication. So, favor, if you tolerate a client asking for extra service without pay, they will ask for extra service without pay. The last time I told you about tolerance, I told you I've refunded people money in this Alessa project because I can't tolerate what they were asking for. So if it's because you tolerate it, please, favor, and everybody listening, you cannot change people, you can only change yourself. And that's what this lecture is all about. The only way you change yourself is to put boundaries. If you say no, it's like Jim Rohn said, there's this big object that goes up, very heavy object, then falls to the ground, beam. It goes up again, falls to the ground, beam. He said, and people were trying to figure out what is happening. He said, while trying to figure it out, be wise enough not to stand under that object. Because whether you understand what is making the object fall or not, it won't prevent you from dying if you stand under and the thing fall upon you, beam. So boundaries means whether the client understands it or not, appreciate it or not, I don't do this and I will not do it. Simple. We should stop discussing things that are uselessly irrelevant. You can't change customers. There will always be that one customer that will want your liver and your spleen if you tolerate him asking for it. So now you are the problem, favor. If you have a boundary, keep to your boundary and stop asking such questions. Question number 7. Mm-hmm.
How can I make new solution a continuous process rather than a one-time event and integrate goal setting into my daily life for sustained progress and growth?
Go to the lecture I gave, number 6, steady sequencing. That's what you want me to repeat, and I will not repeat it, please. Question number 7. I don't like when I give a lecture and somebody is asking me something I handled in the lecture. Go to the 7S of a great you. Number 6, steady sequencing. Please put that slide. Go back like 2 steps or so. You see steady sequencing of 5 slides. Number 6, you see the favor carry Abby got Sweetie Gospel carrying her backpack. We didn't say, I didn't teach you guys about New Year resolution. I said there's nothing like New Year resolution. I thought about New You resolution. This shows she was not listening. And some of you ask questions that shows you were not listening. And if I was to penalize people, I'll even fire you for asking such a question. Please rewind the video and find out what I said there. Another question, number 7. Don't take people's space. Especially when you know it's Nicholas, when no two sabi questions. You can't ask nonsense questions. Question number 7 again, I beg. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why aren't we more successful at keeping our New Year's resolution?
Because everything I said, we are not disgusted at where we are. We are too comfortable with the old us. Please stop asking me questions like that. I can't treat something, na. Because there is no cat chasing the rat. The rat is comfortable. Please stop asking such nonsense questions. Why, Nicholas, your eye like nonsense question. Go for a better question, I beg. What kind of question is that? Please, you guys should stop reporting yourself that you didn't listen to what I said and all I thought. Mhm.
How do I handle pressure, distractions, or discouragement, and how do I stay motivated when excitement fades?
Look for a cat that will chase you. Look for a cat that will chase you. If you've never made a decision, all these questions will not be coming up. Please go back to the three forces. If you remain, you don't need motivation for a new resolution. I didn't mention motivation anywhere. The three things I mentioned was disgust, decision, desire, and resolve. What's her name that asked the question? Stella. If you have never, if hand never touched you before, you'll be asking this nonsense question. When you are so poor that you've never decided enough is enough, you'll be looking for motivation. If poverty don't touch you, you don't need motivation. If you don't sleep for house where the roof they leak, rain they beat you, they touch you for night, you don't need motivation to walk. You jump out and go and walk. When you remember the coolness of those nights, I was in prison in a cell of 94 people using one toilet. Only holding my shit and peace for the first 2 weeks taught me to value freedom and enough money never to be there again. So if you've not had an opportunity to suffer, you'll be looking for motivation. If you ever put your hand on a hot plate that is plugged, what motivation do you need not to put your hands on it again? The first time a child puts their hand in fire, they don't need motivation to know that next time you don't near fire. I grew up in Jos where we boil water every day to take our bath because the place is cold. When the electric boiler has an opening and the wire exposes and touches the water shocks. When you put your hand to feel whether the thing is hot and the thing shocks you, if 240 volts don't shock you before, you don't need motivation next time. Before you touch the water, you raise the boiler. You turn the water with the boiler, raise the boiler and remove it from the water before you touch the water. Nobody needs motivation for that. So that's why sometimes it's good to allow a child that is trying to touch candle light to show him it's not toy. Remove your eye, make him put on, make the thing burn him once. Next time he does not need motivation not to go near candle light. So Stella, you never suffer. You are still comfortable where you are. That's why you are looking for motivation. What we taught today, the first force is disgust. If you are not yet disgusted and so annoyed with where you are, all the rest is rubbish. All these things we are talking today. If your 2025 is okay and you need motivation for 2026, you never suffer. Oh. I beg, who don't suffer? Ask me question. Question number 8. From who don't suffer? I beg. Mm-hmm.
Sir, please, how do I handle failure and disappointment in this new year 2026?
Do you handle it by getting disgusted at it? That's what I just said now. If you are not disgusted at failure and disappointment, you keep failing and getting disappointed. Please go back to this. If you are not disgusted at something, the universe will keep flogging you with that same thing. Please, when I'm teaching, you guys should pick the things I said. I said if your anti-goal is not stronger than your goal, you will not succeed. If your hatred for failure and disappointment is not strong, you will not end it. You keep failing and getting disappointed. But when the thing pepper you well, you learn from it and say, I will never be disappointed again. Where is that? The universe is kind enough. I'm looking for that quote. The universe will keep allowing you to repeat the same pain and the same goal because you tolerate it. Just leave this slide on whatever you tolerate to proliferate. Question number 9. Mhm.
Can you truly heal from betrayal without confronting the betrayer?
Yes, now what do you consider with the betrayer? Is it a Nigerian movie? You only betray yourself when you allow yourself to be betrayable and your betrayal is painful to you. When people talk about betrayal, I'm wondering what you mean by betrayal. I give somebody money, he runs away from it. Is that betrayal? That means I have learned my lesson not to give people I don't trust money. Me and somebody decide we are going to get married. The person left me and married another person. It's not betrayal. It means the person, I have not shown enough value for that person to see me better than the person he married. 1 million, should that be a betrayal? Or if I know how to make 10 million? That's where I'll be in the next 300 years. I'll still be singing it. Do you know I would have been rich if not for one guy that betrayed me and took my 1 million? Hey, oh, 1 million. Shut up. Leave him with his 1 million to go and make 10 million. Be so good that you cannot be betrayed. If a man betrays you, show him he betrayed you by marrying somebody 10 times better than him. If you are valuable, the person didn't lose you. You didn't lose the person lost you. If you are valuable, nobody can betray you. All my old staff that called me a bunkum and left didn't betray me. They betrayed themselves because I'm the most valuable thing to come out of Africa. My wife wakes up now, she's watching this live, decide that she wants to leave me today. She can't betray me. She only gave chance for somebody better than her to come in. And if you're somebody that always sequencing, I wrote it here, you're always going from crawling to walking, from walking to running, like that. If somebody betrays you when you are crawling, the next time they come, you should be walking. It's only people that don't grow that are betrayed. If somebody betrayed you when you were 10, the next time they should see you, you should be 100. Why should you be crying over betrayal? What do you call betrayal? Betrayal is a failure's song to justify why they will not move on. Winston Churchill, and whomever asked the question before now, how you handle disappointment and failure. Henry Ford said, failure is an opportunity for you to try again more intelligently. So if you don't pick any lessons, you deserve your failure and disappointment, and you keep failing and being disappointed. But if you learn a lesson and try again more intelligently, you grow. Then for you, Emanuela, betrayal shows you have no value, because Winston Churchill said, success is moving from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. The first business I did in this life, somebody carried my 3.5 million and ran away. I've never seen him till tomorrow, and I've never bothered. His name is Ayo. I don't even know what he looks like. If I see him today, I don't even know if he's alive. I don't care. That's a betrayal that led me to the first time I went to police cell and spent some days in police cell. And I wasn't coming out and saying betrayal. I came out and went to learn how to make money. Today, do I remember him? So if you are betrayed, it shows that you lack value. Question number 10 and last. Mhm.
How do we handle jealous and entitled people?
Avoid them. That's the sweetest question. Avoid them. The first S of the 7 S talks about your standards. Go back to that, your standards. I didn't have time because I was rushing. Please watch this recap when you have time. When you go to your standards, the second slide after the standards that talks about values, people, environment, and future. This question you ask is like the same question somebody will ask me: how do you handle a dirty environment? You clean it. Your standard is determined by the sanitization. I even put it there: sanitization of your values. What are the clean values you must have? Sanitization means you remove negative values from yourself. People, remove anybody from you that is not your example. Are jealous and negative people your example? Yes, if they are your example, keep them close to you, become jealous. If jealous and negative people are not your example, fire them. I don't know why people, you see why I told you, none of you, most of the people asking this question has shown that none of you is ready for 2026. If you are around a jealous person 2025 and you want to continue remaining around that jealous person in 2026, nothing will change, my sister. You are still where you are and you still get what you got this year, next year. So you won't have a 2026. You only have a repetition of 2025. Jealous people, fire them. I only associate with people that are an example. No matter how close somebody is to me, if you are jealous, you are fired. Jealousy is a weak man's expression of his insecurity or her insecurity. When somebody cannot get a car and sees you with somebody with a car, he will be jealous. But as I did now, I have everything and I'll see you with somebody else. I'll be jealous. How now? I'll be pitying the person, you and the person self. I'm saying, hey, this person left Odogu Parara to go and stay with a bunkum. Hey, this person no get sense. Sorry, you. Because I know I am Odogu Parara. I don't think. So the people you should surround around you is the people you want to be like. That's why I put your examples there, because I don't want to start explaining. During the recap, I'll explain. If you have anybody around you don't want to be like, they are not the problem, you are the problem. If your 5 closest friends are not people you want to be like, they are not the problem, you are the problem. So that's the question number 10. Your standard should be values you believe in that are valuable to you, not the ones that are other people's value. People you want to be like, not the ones that are jealous. Environments you like that inspire you, not the ones that are dysfunctional and dirty. A future that inspires you, not the one your friends or your parents choose for you. So with that, we come to the end of this presentation, and I'm going to ask my question so we take the answers. During my lecture, I mentioned 2 things in 2 different places that are proof of desire. I mentioned them in 2 different places. The proof of desire. I mentioned them in 2 different places. If you can give me those 2 things that are proof of desire, 2 words that are proof of desire, you've won yourself 30K. The two things that I say are proof of desire. The two things. My wife should be checking for the answer. Oh. Two things I say are proof of desire. There are two words. I have seen one person that got it. My wife will now get the other people that got it. Siri, screenshot. I've gotten one person that got it. By the time my wife gets, the other people. Drop. Okay. There are two words. I say the two words in two different places. Somebody has gotten the answer. I'm trying to get my. I'm trying to highlight the person in the. Beautiful. I'm sending the screenshot to my wife. So, baby, where you get the other 9 people? I got one person. I don't know if the person is the first person or is my screenshot. So that's the. Once we get the 10 people, we are good. Do we have 10 people? We have 10 people already. Did she say yes? Okay, because the answer is discipline and just sacrifice. Just sacrifice and discipline. They are the proof of desire. So if you put just sacrifice and discipline or sacrifice and discipline, anyone you put, you are correct. So the first 10 people, I saw Omolola Lawal somewhere. I don't know if she's the first, but that's a screenshot I grabbed. So let me give my closing remark before I announce the winners. This is going to be our last live for the year. We're not doing a live until next year and until the 26th of January. I think it's February that we'll do the next live. Our next live will be probably in February. Let me see if anything is possible. The February 1st is a Sunday. Glory Rain will finish on the 24th, Abi? On the 25th, yeah. Our next live will be on the 1st of February. So from now till 1st of February, I'll be praying and planning my 2026. Until then, there'll be no live, but we'll be posting our daily videos because my editors will not go with me to retreat. Every year, I have 3 weeks retreats where I pray, fast, and plan my year. So in closing, research has shown that many of the New Year's resolution does not work because people are just deceiving themselves that they want to go somewhere they are not willing to go to because they are still comfortable with where they are. Why the enemy is called average is because average deceives us that we are okay when we are not. And when you are not okay and you remain in that comfort zone of tolerating your not being okay, you'll never be better. I love Jim Rohn's lecture on the day that changes your life. Until you have so much disgust to say never again. I'll never, ever, 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 ever live like this again. That disgust of where you are will force you to move to where you need to be. And until that force is backed up with a burning desire that knows no as an answer and nothing can stop. A burning desire that can never sit, because if it's not moving, it's not passion. And if anything can stop you, it's not passion. A burning desire that makes a decision and resolves never to back down. We take it for granted so much because many of the things that are the secrets of life are so obvious and open to the naked eyes, yet they are hidden. And one of them is the do or die attitude. Only a do or die attitude is resolution. And when you are not willing to do it or die, you've not made a resolution. You've just made a pacification of your comfort and excuses zone where you excuse yourself that it's too hard, it's too strong, people laugh at me, it's impossible, it's too high, it's too hot, it's too anything, and any of those excuses we use to justify why we should take action. A resolution is a burning desire where inaction becomes more painful than action. And we make it so by getting so disgusted at our inaction that we are forced to take action. Until we get to that place where we say enough is enough, we will never change. Not only on New Year's Day and New Year's resolution. Our life will not change as long as we tolerate the things we have and where we are today. Our nation will not change as long as we tolerate where the things that are going on in our nations and we are not willing to say enough is enough. I have a quote that says that the docility of adults is a greater threat and danger to our society than crime and violence. That means your docility and deciding not to do anything is worse to our society than those actively involved in violence and crime. It is not violence and crime that conquers our society. It's our docility to do anything about it that conquers our society. And it's not difficulty that stops us. It's our lack of hunger, desire, and passion to take action. Because Sir Lord Wright said, the human race built most notably when limitations were most against us. So it's not that change is difficult. It's just that we are so comfortable where we are, we don't want to change. And the most laughable, the most despicable, and the funniest people in the world that don't change and make me laugh are Africans and Nigerians. You are somewhere that is not okay, and you are still not willing to change. You are somewhere that they tell you you can escape poverty from studying, but you are so comfortable in the comfort of your poverty that you are not willing to study. It's amazing how people are willing to do anything for money but will not do the principal things for money. I see African youths dying in the Mediterranean Sea, and I don't see African youths entering the library to find out the secret. The greener pasture you're running to was created by human beings like you. Greener pastures are not run to, they are created. And until you say enough is enough and begin to take action, you will never change. Disgust is the beginning of change. If you are not yet disgusted at where you are, to say you will never be like this again, you will never change. I've had enough of debt. I've had enough of going to prison because of credit. I've had enough of Nigerian judicial system that you are guilty until proven innocent. I've had enough of police oppression, and I decided I'll get rich and understand money or die trying. And I'm digging my way out of that hole. If you are still comfortable, remain down there. I will not join you. I'll only throw you palliatives once in a while from up here because you are so comfortable down there. If 2025 was comfortable for you, you will not change in 2026. And 2026 will be a repetition of 2025 for you. Okay, so our winners are Moshood Kayode Lawal Halimat again. Omolola Lawal again. This Lawal family, what they are doing now? Adeoye Wasid. What's this? My wife is writing. Is my wife a doctor now? Who give her medical handwriting? Ame Godwin again. Izobo Promise. Jeffina Harry. Riches Vault. Opeyemi Tosin. And Emmanuela Ekong. Same old faces again. The 10 of you, I think the other one is Adebayo. 2910. So Adebayo 2910. Moshood Kayode, Lawal Halimat, Olmolala Lawal, Ame Godwin, Izobo Promise, Jeffina Harry, Riches Vault, Opeyemi Tosin, and Emmanuela Ekon. The 10 of you have won 30,000 in our last live for 2025. Our next live will be on the 1st of February 2026. And before then, I'll let you know, because if we can get to 40k subscribers by then, we'll increase to 40k. But our weekly daily winners, comment and win, will increase next year from 20,000 to 30,000. And I think I'll increase the prize money from 1 million to 1.5. But there will be none for January. That contest starts in February. February, we are giving away a house on this channel. We are giving away an electric car on this channel. And we are giving away a Toyota Corolla for Uber on this channel. So get ready. Big things will start happening on this channel once we finish with what we are doing in the preliminary setup of Alessa. So please, excuses and explanation are the reasons you used to remain where you are. If you are where you are, please remain there. And if you can survive where you are, don't bother to change. But for those of us that where we are is so bad, we don't want to spend one more day here. We are moving and we are starting one step at a time. I'll see you in 2026. And I'm hoping I'll see you as a new year. Happy New You. Cut.
Today, don't let them delay. Success no be magic, now get sense. Who invest today, go they live in wealth. Brick by brick, now so it they grow. No be who rush, now who sabi road. Check the future, no they slack. Real estate money, no they go back. Plan on today, make you stand. Tomorrow he go make you cry. If you want win, make you build them well. The mayor of housing, go ring the bell. Like no they spoil, he go always pay. Buy